Hello dear students, how are you today? Today I'm going to explain you a new theme, medical education in the United Kingdom. Every year, the numbers of students choosing medical education in England and Great Britain continues to increase. Indeed, the prestigious diploma of higher medical education in England offers the widest opportunities for successful international employment, research activities, stable and high incomes. Medical education in the UK for international students. The British system of medicine has its history for many centuries. According to the statistical data of the World Health Organization, the country ranks 15th among European states in terms of medical care and the 18th place around the world. For the same parameter, the United Kingdom is one of the top 10 world leaders in terms of the level of development of medicine, the use of innovative technologies, the pace of development, and the scientific research. In Britain, there are world-famous universities and faculties of profile areas. Medical education in England is prestigious. Training of doctors. In Great Britain, physicians are trained in either medical schools or faculties of universities. There are medical schools in the universities of London, Oxford, Birmingham, Bristol, and Edinburgh. There are faculties of medicine in the universities of Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow, and Aberdeen. And there is the School of Clinical Medicine in the University of Cambridge. Entry to a medical school is highly competitive, and usually the number of candidates is much higher than the number of the places. Such a high demand and the prestige of medical schools leads to the highest competition among entrants. Study in the United Kingdom is also chosen because the medical degree allows to receive a fairly high salary. Yes, the price of education in England is quite high, but the costs will pay off. According to the statistics, the average district therapist gets about 44,000 euros a year. The most prestigious and ranked universities in medicine in England. So Britain can be proud of full pleiade of scientists and doctors of world renown who have been educated in England in one of the 30 specialized medical schools or one of 10 universities. Among the most popular, prestigious, and rating educational institutions are the following. First, University of Oxford, the second, University of Cambridge, the third, Queen Mary, University of London, fourth, King's College of Medicine, University of Bristol, University of Nottingham, University of Wales, University of Birmingham, St. George's University of London, University of Liverpool, University of Newcastle, University of Leicester, University of Warwick. And also entrance examinations. To enter a medical school in Great Britain, candidates must pass entrance examinations. Entrance examinations are both oral and written. Students take these examinations at the end of the six-year secondary school course, generally at the age of 18 and 19 years. For entrance to a faculty of medicine or a medical school, it is required that the subject of chemistry, physics, and biology or mathematics should be taken at the advanced level. Tuition fees are charged. Most students receive financial assistance in the form of grants which cover their expenses wholly or in part. Tips for entering medical faculties in the United Kingdom for foreign students. In order to start studying at the universities of Great Britain in the specialty medicine, in the majority case, you must complete a minimum of 2 years of study in Great Britain. There are one-year preliminary programs for admission to medicine at United Kingdom universities. For example, St. George's University of London program and a foundation program at the University of Central Lancashire. There are summer short-term medical programs and another summer programs in medicine. Academic year. It is divided into 3 terms, each of 10 or 11-week duration. The terms run from October to December, from January to March, and April to June. Clinical students, however, attend for 48 weeks of the year. Undergraduate education occupies 5 years, consisting essentially of 2 years of basic sciences and 3 years of clinical work. Training program. 2 preclinical years are occupied by human anatomy and biology, physiology, and biochemistry. They are studied psychology, physiology, statistics, and genetics. Students attend lectures, to dissertations, and practical work in labs. English and Latin spellings are similar, and it's possible to write out prescription in English too. Unlike in our country, Latin is not taught in all medical schools. Training program. Beginning with the third year, the student studies the methods of clinical examinations and history, taking general pathology, microbiology, pharmacology, and community medicine. Senior students and especially undergraduates spend most of their time in teaching hospitals, which have both inpatient and outpatient departments or units. Daily bedside instruction in hospital wards and outpatient departments is given by teachers and doctors. Students follow up their patients and attend ward rounds. Besides the work in the ward, the students attend demonstrations and clinical conferences, as well as lectures in clinical subjects which are being studied. About examinations. As in our country, examinations in our medical schools are held at the end of each term. In our case, it is 3 times a year. At the end of each term and after each special course, students take final exams. They are called sessionals. Most of the exams are written. They include academic and practical problems. The final examinations, or finals, are in medicine, surgery, obstetrics, and gynecology and pathology. Finals also include history, taking the diagnosing. Before finals in surgery, students assist in operations. Before finals in obstetrics and gynecology, they must assist during the delivery of at least 20 babies. These examinations are both written and oral. Written tests include short and long questions and questions of multiple choice. Oral tests include diagnosing a case. So 3 years are spent in clinical study to obtain degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. The degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery give the right of register as a medical practitioner. Internship, traineeship. After the final graduates work in hospital for a year. This period is called internship. The newly qualified doctor must serve for 6 months as a house physician and 6 months as a house surgeon under the supervision of his medical school. House physicians and surgeons are on call every second or third night. The work of interns is very difficult, and their salary is very small. After internship, a young doctor obtains a certificate of experience from the medical school, and he or she may work as a medical practitioner. Further specialization requires training in a residency. It takes 1 or 2 years of work in a hospital in some field. Residency trains highly qualified specialists in a defined field. Gynecologists, urologists, neurologists, and others. The salary of residents is higher than the salary of interns. After residency, a specialist gets rather high salary. Degrees of qualification. Besides the degrees of Bachelor of of Medicine and a Bachelor of Surgery. They have a degree of Doctor of Medicine. This degree is a postgraduate qualification obtained by writing a thesis based on original work. It is not required for practice, such as degree in surgery is termed a mastership. Okay, that's all. That's all. Your home task will be to translate this text, and thank you for your attention.